Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramakrishnaya. Revered monks, respected guests, and dear delegates, good afternoon, everybody. We are almost at the end of this two-day All India Youth Convention organized for the 125th anniversary of Ramakrishna Mission at the holy premises of Belur Math. Since yesterday morning, we are enlightened by the ideas of our distinguished speakers from different parts of our country. Meaningful question and answer session, guided meditation, documentary show, visit to Sangraha Mandira, melodious bhajan, and of course, above all, the active participations of our young delegates by sharing their views, including the last feedback program, made this entire endeavor perfectly accomplished. It is needless, therefore, to mention that almost all the young participants have acquired sufficient stuff for them as take home for practice. Now we are at the valedictory session of this program. In this session, we have with us revered Srimad Swami Divyanandaji Maharaj, revered Srimad Swami Suviranandaji Maharaj, revered Srimad Swami Balabhadranandaji Maharaj, and revered Srimad Swami Tattvasaranandaji Maharaj with us. We begin Tattvavidanandaji Maharaj, extremely sorry. Revered Swami Tattvavidanandaji Maharaj with us. We begin the valedictory session with the opening song by Srimad Swami Kalyaneshanandji Maharaj, the headmaster of Kamarpukur Ramakrishna Mission Multipurpose School. In tabla, Gangadhar Laha will accompany him, and in Manjira, Brahmachari Shailesha Chaitanya will accompany him. Swami Kalyaneshanandji, opening song.
तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है। तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है। एक तुझको अपना पाया, एक तुझको अपना पाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है। तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया। सबके मकान दिल का मकिन तू, कौन सा दिल है जिसमें नहीं तू। सबके मकान दिल का मकिन तू, कौन सा दिल है जिसमें नहीं तू। हर एक दिल में है तू समाया, हर एक दिल में है तू समाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है। तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया। क्या मलाइक, क्या इंसान, क्या हिंदू, क्या मुसलमान, क्या मलाइक, क्या इंसान, क्या हिंदू, क्या मुसलमान, जैसे चाहा तूने बनाया, जैसे चाहा तूने बनाया। जो कुछ है सो तू ही है। तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया। कावा में क्या और देवल में क्या, तेरी परस्तिश होगी सब जा। कावा में क्या और देवल में क्या, तेरी परस्तिश होगी सब जा। आगे तेरे सिर सबने झुकाया, आगे तेरे सिर सबने झुकाया। जो कुछ है सो तू ही है। तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया। अर्श से लेकर अर्श जमीन तक और जमीन से अर्शवरी तक। अर्श से लेकर अर्श जमीन तक और जमीन से अर्शवरी तक। जहाँ मैं देखा तू ही नजर आया, जहाँ मैं देखा, जहाँ मैं देखा तू ही नजर आया। जो कुछ है सो तू ही है। तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया। सोचा समझा देखा भाला, तू जैसा न कहीं ढूंढ निकाला। सोचा समझा देखा भाला, प्रभु जी प्रभु जी प्रभु जी। सोचा समझा देखा भाला, तू जैसा न कहीं ढूंढ निकाला। अब ये समा साथ में जफर किया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है, तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है, एक तुझको अपना पाया, एक तुझको अपना पाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है, तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया।
Thank you, Maharaj. It is necessary to mention that this song, Sri Ramakrishna was very much fond of this song, and we find the reference that he used to request Swamiji Narendranath to sing this song, Tujhse Humne Dil Ko Lagaya. With this opening song, today's valedictory session started. Now it is a time of felicitation. May I now request revered Srimad Swami Suviranandaji to felicitate revered Srimad Swami Divyanandaji Maharaj, Adhyaksha Ramakrishna Math, Kashipur, Kolkata. Now, I would request revered Srimad Swami Balabhadranandaji Maharaj to kindly felicitate revered Srimad Swami Suviranandaji Maharaj, General Secretary, Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. Now, I would request Swami Tattasharanandaji Maharaj to kindly felicitate revered Srimad Swami Balabhadranandaji, Assistant General Secretary, Ramakrishna Math and Mission. I now request Swami Shastragyanandaji Maharaj to kindly felicitate Srimad Swami Tattvavidanandaji Maharaj, Assistant General Secretary, Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. I would request now revered Srimad Swami Suviranandaji Maharaj, General Secretary, Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, to give the concluding remark of this two-day youth convention. Maharaj.
सर्वे सुखिनो भवन्तु, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखमाप्नुयात्. Let all be happy, let all be free from ailments, let all be blessed with the vision of truth, beauty and goodness, let misery touch none. Revered Swami Divyanandaji, very dear, my esteemed colleague, Swami Balabhadranandaji, Swami Tattvavidanandaji, revered elders, other respected monks, very beloved brahmacharis, and very, very dear our young delegates attending this Pan-Indian historic convention. Historic, I say, because this convention is associated with 125th of Ramakrishna mission at a global level. Now, Ramakrishna mission is an offshoot, should I say, of the Ramakrishna Vivekananda movement at large. Ramakrishna Vivekananda movement, crystallized in the form of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, is both a historic necessity and a divine mandate, divine complicity. Historic necessity, why? We can very well find that when Ramakrishna was born, 1936, the scenario in our society, the condition of the have-nots, the people whose tears were never accounted for, the downtrodden, the women, and also the people at large and the mankind at large. Sri Ramakrishna came to change this scenario, which is why we find that Sri Ramakrishna has expressed to his disciples, which later on have been recorded by Swami Saradanandaji, the first biographer of Sri Ramakrishna, in a book called Lila Prasanga in Bengali, which later on was translated and titled as The Great Master. What does Saradanandaji depict about Sri Ramakrishna's statement about the onset or the incoming Ramakrishna movement? Sri Ramakrishna has told in his inimitable style many things about it. To be very brief about it, we can certainly recollect, ruminate to what Sri Ramakrishna said. He said, he went to the undivided zone, saw 7 rishis absorbed in deep meditation. He went to one of those rishis, assuming the form of a small boy. The rishi to whom he particularly went was in deep meditation, obviously closing his eyes. This boy went. The rishi saw this boy in the twinkling of an eye and accosted him to be his chosen ideal. And then, of course, Sri Ramakrishna clasped his neck, the neck of the rishi, and very affectionately, very fondly told, I am going to the earth, you also come. And Sri Ramakrishna says, immediately after then, something luminous I saw emanating from his body and going to the world. Now, after seeing Narendra, I can very well accost he was their Rishi. Now, the seed of Ramakrishna movement took its pace right from that day. Later on, we find, standing on the courtyard of the Dakshineshwar in 1863, 12 January, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, "My man Friday has come. My man Friday has come. My lieutenant has come. The man who will work out my mission has come." 12 January 1863. And when somebody encounters Ramakrishna, how do you know that your man has come? Sri Ramakrishna told that I saw a bright, illumined, straight line emerging from the body of Vishwanath and touching the soil of the house of Vishwanath Datta, attorney of Kolkata. And that was, you all know, hardly deserve mention, the birthday of Narendranath in this mundane world. That is why I say it was a historical necessity, which of course requires a lot of time to be discussed properly. And then, as I have told you, it was a divine complicity. Why divine complicity? This Ramakrishna movement, briefly Ramakrishna Math and mission that we see today, is outcome of a divine mandate. Outcome as consummation of different streams of sadhana. On the first hand, if we look at this, we find Sri Ramakrishna practicing lot of sadhana in different religions. If somebody really asks anyone that who is the most perfect Muslim during last 200 years, perhaps people will say it is Ramakrishna. If somebody asks someone that who is the most perfect Christian during 200 years, perhaps the same name will be uttered by mankind today. And then, if somebody again asks that who is the most perfect Hindu during 200 years, again the name is Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna practiced. The first man, the first sadhaka, the first human being who practiced all the religions, reached end of it and declared before the world, Yoto Mat Tato Mat. And all paths are true. All paths lead to the same goal. Which is why Sri Ramakrishna believed in inclusion. Sri Ramakrishna believed in tolerance, and not only tolerance, as Swamiji put it in Chicago, acceptance too. Which is why we find that this consummation of his sadhana, which was a parliament of religion, which is a parliament of religion. Somebody told that his life was a living demonstration of parliament of religion. Sri Ramakrishna's life. Now, this parliament of religion is one great reason why Ramakrishna mission, Ramakrishna Math, Ramakrishna movement was in its way of both glasnost and perestroika, to put it in Russian language, as far as the Indian scenario was concerned. It started a new mission. We had a new man, a new religion, a new scripture. Swamiji himself says. And then, from another point of view, this is a gospel, this is a saga of sadhana from different points of view, from different angles, from different mindset to accommodate one and all. The people who came and went back, the people who were there, the people will come tomorrow and will go, and still more people will come, all all are Sri Ramakrishna's. Sri Ramakrishna was of all, is of all. Now, what are these sadhana again? Apart from the traditional sadhanas that we find in Sri Ramakrishna had to go through. That sadhana, Sri Ramakrishna is not the only sadhaka, the second phase of sadhana. In the second phase of sadhana, we do not find Sri Ramakrishna as the only sadhaka. There are many stakeholders. To name briefly, Bhavatarini's sadhana of making Gadadhar Chattopadhyay Sri Ramakrishna 100%. Second, Sri Ramakrishna's sadhana of realizing and having the vision of the Divine Mother Bhavatarini. Sadhana to speak to her, talk to her, get confidence, counseling, guidance from her. And then if we look at Ma Sarada, Mother Sarada, it was a sadhana of Sri Ramakrishna, of Sarada Devi of Jairambati, and to elevate her to the status of Vishwa Janani. This is again another sadhana. Sarada Devi's sadhana to Sri Ramakrishna proved that I have not come here to drag you to the world. I have come here to help you in your religious sojourn, in your spiritual journey. And then the most important, Ramakrishna sadhana of Narendranath, later on Vivekananda. And Vivekananda sadhana of Sri Ramakrishna. All these sadhanas coupled together was the reason why Ramakrishna movement was born. And from its nascent stage till today, we find Ramakrishna mission, Ramakrishna movement, Ramakrishna Math, everything is spreading so well. We see ripples in the Pacific Ocean. We saw ripples in the Atlantic Ocean. We see ripples even in Indian Ocean, Arabian Ocean, everywhere. And very recently, we have seen ripples, even that notorious river, Huang Ho, which is so notorious for drought. And his drought-stricken river, Huang Ho, also sees a new tide, and that tide is Vivekananda tide, Ramakrishna tide. That's why we today, after listening to the deliberations, so well thought, well meditated, well responded, well said throughout 2 days, many things have been said. Almost all the apparent reasons for why we are here and what we should carry with us from here today has been discussed. So what to discuss today as concluding remarks? Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna, this movement, so to say, is infinite. It doesn't have a beginning, doesn't have an end either. But still, I personally feel that, when we speak of Vivekananda's experience to the youth, what do we think about? We think about that Vivekananda, who is so categorical, very pointed in his aspiration to the youth. We read Vivekananda and we have our own conclusions according to our metabolism. This is subjective, but we have at least one objective aspiration expressed by Vivekananda himself to his disciples. It was in the precinct of Belur Math. Swamiji was walking with his disciple. You know the name of his disciple. Many of you must be knowing Sharat Chandra Chakraborty, conversation of the master with the disciple. Now, once in a mood of inspiration, Sharat Babu prayed to his master. What did he say? Sharat Babu said, Swamiji, please bless us. Please bless me. And what did Vivekananda say? Did Vivekananda blessed him that you be a multinational, a multimillionaire? Did Vivekananda bless him that you become this, that? No. Vivekananda was very candid, very categorical, very specific when he said, in Bengali, of course, he said, শ্রদ্ধাবান হও, বীর্যবান হও, আত্মজ্ঞান লাভ করো, পরহিতায় জীবন পাঠ করো. You be endowed with this Shraddha. Shraddha is a word, as Atma Priyanandaji was telling this morning. Swamiji has said there is one Sanskrit word which can't be translated into English, and that is Shraddha. Anyway, be endowed with that Shraddha. And Swamiji also says, be endowed with valor. Valor of 4 levels. Physical, then valor of vital energy, mental, intellectual, and last but not the least, maybe spiritual. These are the phases of what we call valor. And Swamiji wanted each one of us, Swamiji wanted each young boys and girls, Swamiji wanted each young man and woman to be endowed with this valor. And then Swamiji says, Atmagyan labh karo. You know yourself, know thyself is the mission. We all are in the same way, same path leading to the same goal. Everybody is marching towards feet of God, either consciously or unconsciously. And that's why it is the target, the goal of every human being. He knows it or he doesn't know it. You give your fire in hand knowingly or little bit unconsciously, the effect is almost the same. You reach the millennium, and then Swamiji says, sacrifice and dedicate of your life for the good of others. Bahujana sukhaya, bahujana hitaya. This was the aspiration of Swami Vivekananda to the youth, to be very precise. Now, what exactly is Shraddha? We call Shraddha. Shraddha is bowing down. Shraddha is brute submission. Shraddha is unintelligent obedience. Absolutely not. That's why it's very difficult to explain Shraddha. Swamiji himself has told that there is a Sanskrit word which cannot be translated into English, and that is Shraddha. But I will try to reach somewhere nearby. About 75 years ago, Madhavanandaji Maharaj, our General Secretary and also later on illustrious President of Ramakrishna Order, a brilliant person, he used to narrate this story very often, which was published in the Reader's Digest 75 years ago. What was the story all about? There is a ship anchored, and then the ship one day was de-anchored. Ship was going Atlantic Sea, and immediately this ship steamed off. Deck boy slipped and fell into the abyss, into the depth of the Atlantic. The crew members were divided into 2. One group was thinking and telling, okay, we should inform the captain only when we reach the destination, because there is no point in bothering him right now. The boy has fallen into the depth of Atlantic Ocean, and there is no reason why one should feel that he is surviving or he is not dead by now. So what's the point of bothering the captain for nothing? But another group was telling that it is our duty to inform the captain. Let captain decide what to do. And when the dichotomy was resolved between the two groups. It was 60 nautical miles that the ship has gone from the place where it was being caught. When this was broken, that the deck boy has slipped and fallen into the depth of Atlantic Ocean, the captain asked them why you didn't tell it before. Then somebody told that captain, there is no point in telling it, we thought, because the boy must have died immediately after he has fallen. We thought after we reach the next destination, we will tell you. But unlike their expectations, the captain told the co-pilot, well, you take the ship and let us go back to the originating point. Everybody was surprised, nonplussed, because what the captain is telling, there is no possibility of the boy being surviving. Boy must have died. And even then, captain is asking the co-pilot to take the ship 60 nautical miles from there. Anyway, captain's order is captain's order. The ship was taken back. And when the ship was nearing that point where the deck boy slipped, the captain shouted, yonder, look yonder. Why? Something black was being seen and a small cloud. The captain thought that this is the deck boy who is struggling to survive. And life-saving device was thrown. With the help of life-saving device, this boy came back to the ship, but immediately had fallen into swoon. When the boy came back to senses, the captain went stealthily, and then he whispered in his ear, my boy, why did you struggle to survive? This is Atlantic. How long could you survive with the help of a small club? Why did you struggle to survive at all? And then this boy, very softly, in a low tone, says, I knew my captain would come to save me. I knew my captain would come to save me. And the captain of the ship that we are going by, the captain is none other than Swami Vivekananda. That's why we must have conviction. Conviction of goodness, conviction in spirit and power of goodness, conviction of faith. And if we have, Sri Ramakrishna has told, well, somebody coming to me, he will have the last word. Mother has told, my child, if you find that there is darkness around, don't get upset. Don't get upset. You think that there is a mother, not a foster mother, not a stepmother either, a real mother. Remember me, and I will be there to help you, to rescue you. And Swamiji Maharaj also, in many times, in many ways, he has assured us that, well, you have lost many human lives. Lose one more hearing my call. But I tell you, I assure you, this is a promise to you. What is the promise all about? If you listen to me, if you sacrifice another birth of yours, listening to me, you know it for certain, I will come down from heaven to take you to your cherished abode. There is no God, no demon who can stop him on the way. And that is Vivekananda. And Ramakrishna, Mother, and Swamiji Maharaj taken together is Ramakrishna movement, which has been so nicely, so beautifully said by our mother, Holy Mother. What did she say? When she was in Nilambur Babu's garden house, she said, I had a wonderful vision today. I found Thakur emerging. Then his body is getting merged with the Ganges water, and then Naren has emerged. And I found that with that water, Naren is sieving water, sprinkling water to all over the world and granting salvation, mukti, emancipation to one and all. And that is Ramakrishna movement. And then Swamiji has told, this is what I say is Shraddha. Shraddha is somewhat combination of devotion and faith. And then Viryavan how? Nayamatma Balohinena Labha. When Swamiji speaks of the strength, he doesn't speak only of the physical strength. Swamiji spoke of Atma Balam. So that Atma Balam has to be there. The strength to sustain, to strength to face the brute. That inner strength, the outer strength must be with you. Then the world will be at your feet. They belongs to you then. And then Swamiji has said, Atmogyan Labh Karo. This has been given a very, very workable, very, very practical shape by Swamiji Maharaj himself. And what is that shape all about? That shape is Atmano Mokshathang Jagadhitayocha. We all are struggling for the moksha. We all are struggling to reach that millennium. Somebody will come sooner and somebody will come after getting a few more kicks from the world. Somebody will get it in the morning and somebody will get it in the evening. But everybody will reach that millennium. Atma Moksha is the ultimate desire of a human individual. And everybody must go there. And Swamiji says, Jagadhitaya cha, Atma Moksha, engrossed in caves or the mountain. Well, this is a well-defined way and method. But then Swamiji has given us a better method. Swamiji says, you do your work for salvation, sadhana for salvation. But you must be in the world, you must not be away from the world. You must be in fire, but will not get burned in the fire. You must be in the world, but you will not be of the world. And that is why you must work out solution. You must do that, sadhana through seva yoga. Sri Ramakrishna was being told about the tenets of Vaishnava literature. What were these tenets? Jive daya, compassion to the jiva. And Sri Ramakrishna was very, very shocked. He muttered. He said, what rascal you are telling? What nonsense you are talking about? You are a small creature, and who are you to do compassion to another human being? You say puja, you say seva, service to man, worship to man. And Swamiji says work is worship. Every man is potentially divine. He be Joseph, Rahim or Ram, but he is divine. And which is why that divine, that divinity within has to be worshipped through your seva. And then, Devo Bhutva Devang Jadet, you become God. The man whom you serve also becomes God. And that's what Vivekananda spoke of, the dynamic religion. I hope you will excuse me for telling a small anecdote about this as an extension of the meaning of this Shiva Ganesh Diva Shiva. One day, the famous Virendra Krishna Bhadra, when I was a novice, I was in a center, educational center, and Viren Babu used to come to tell stories from the Mahabharata to our boys, and boys liked those stories very well. And I was entrusted with the task of hosting him with a cup of tea, and he used to tell me so many things. So one day he told Maharaj, yesterday there was a banquet in Raj Bhavan, Kolkata, and I was invited, I was sitting in a corner in a sofa, and then Jyoti Bose, he saw me from afar. We were children, boyhood friends in the same school, in the primary school, as a primary school student. And Jyoti came and he was ruminating about his past and our smallhood, boyhood days story. And then I asked a question to Jyoti. I told Jyoti, I hope you don't take it otherwise. Well, uh, why do you admire Ramakrishna Mission? Because Ramakrishna Mission is essentially a spiritual organization, and you are a Marxist, wherein you practice that religion is opium. In your dogma, God is vanished, God is exiled. And why do you admire Ramakrishna Mission? So when I asked for 3, 4 times, then Jyoti told, well, you are right, I admire Ramakrishna Mission, I respect Ramakrishna Mission monks. Why? Because they are a balanced diet of the society. Ramakrishna Mission is a balanced diet of the society. What kind of balanced diet and why balanced diet? Balanced diet because they go into deep contemplation and they serve the humanity. They serve them with whatever they need, which is why I call them a balanced diet, and which is why, though I am a Marxist, but I have Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, the Ramakrishna movement, so close to my heart. And this is what Swamiji said, that you serve the living gods. God is there in every human being, and you will get emancipation. You will realize God. You will be elevated, and you will take that man where you got him also to a point of elevation. And this is what is Seva Yoga, and this is the key of the domain of Ramakrishna Sarada Vivekananda. And then again, of course, Atmagana and Jiva Seva, all this you have to do. You are young people, you are studying in schools and colleges, and maybe even you are doing some service, because when we define youth, it may be 18 years to 35 years, and many people will be working, men and women, but doesn't matter, staying where you are. If you always think, if you divinize your attitude, if you interiorize God, if you think that the person whom you are serving is not a person of simple psycho complex, is much more than that, he is God. It is, man is not man, ignorant call man man, man is essentially God, the supreme God. And that is what Vivekananda told his disciple on the day in the presence of Belur. And when you go back with this idea. We go back with the supreme idea as aspired, as mandated by Swami Vivekananda to me, to you, to everyone around. With these few words, I must thank all of our young friends, our monks, our brahmacharis, our very learned speakers sitting on the dais, all concerned. I must pay my tribute that they have done so much during last 2 days and still before that to make this program a grand success. And I'm happy to say that whatever I have seen around, whatever I have seen in the morning, whatever I have seen in the evening, everybody is fantastic, so nice. Thank you so very much. Congratulations to all of you. And I must pray to the General of the Army, to which I am a very humble soldier, that
Namastri Jatirajaya Vivekananda Shuraye Satchit Sukhaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. I offer my devoted pranams to most revered President Maharajji and other Vice President Maharajjis, and respectful namaskar to respected General Secretary Maharaj Shubhirananda ji, and love and namaskar to Balabhadrananda ji and Tattavidananda ji. And my respectful namaskar to all the monks assembled here in this hall. For 2 days, we have been listening many beautiful deliberations from our monks and experts, professors, and participants, also the delegates. Everything was very beautiful. I was not always in offline mode. Online, direct, live telecast was there that I enjoyed very much. Anyhow, everything have been told almost about Swamiji. Last two speakers, Bodhamayananda ji, Shastragananda ji in English and Bengali, nicely gave their deliberation. And previously on the first day, our head of Advaita Ashram and Kanpur Ashrama, they started with their deliberations, and everything was received nicely by my dear delegates. I offer my love and best wishes to you all because you have come from distant places. I saw Arunachal boys, students of Narottam Nagar, and other delegates from Pune and other places, Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Bihar, UP. Many have assembled here. Since you love Swamiji, Shastragananda ji was telling, and others also were telling, that Swamiji is calling you. Swamiji is there. Sri Ramakrishna is there. So you are nothing to worry. Previously, you know, we used to see in Bengal frustrated words like Shuk Shapne Shanti Shoshane. Dream is happiness is only in dream, and peace is only in fire. On fire. When fire is set, then only peace is achieved. But when we study Vivekananda, when we read the life of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, then we know these are not correct. Actually, we have not utilized, we have not implemented the valuable words of Swamiji. You know, there is a very beautiful incident in the history of Ramakrishna Mission, Home of Service, how it was originated. A group of youth, they used to study Swamiji. Swamiji's 4 yogas, lectures, which were being published at that time in American newspaper, Indian newspapers. One day, Udbodhan reached in the hand of one boy, Charu Chandra. This was 12th June 1900. He read out the whole poem, Shakhar Prati, to a friend. And the last lines actually attracted him very much. He was pondering and pondering, thinking and thinking. Brahmote kit paramanu, sarbhabhute shei premamoy, mon pran shorir arpan kara shakhe, eshabar paয়, বহুরূপে সন্মুখে তোমার, ছাড়ি কোথা খুঁজিছে ঈশ্বর, জীবে প্রেম করে যেই জন, সেই জন সেবিছে ঈশ্বর. God is in various forms. Where are you going to see him? Serve man as God. Reading this, he was very much satisfied. He had bhava, romancha, and other things, expression of bhakti yoga. Then he was thinking, I should share it with one of my friends at least today. He went to another friend, Jamini, and both of them discussed on it. You know, implementation. In the morning itself, next morning, Jamini went for Ganga Snana, Ganga Bath, and he was coming back through another road, and he found a lady lying on the street, Nityakali Dasi. Afterwards, his name was known, and she is to be attended immediately, otherwise she would die. So he brought water, cleaned her body, got a cloth, and begged from public who were going in the morning. 4 annas were obtained by him. He had arranged for some food, then diet. Then he called his friends, and they put her in the Belur government hospital. She was survived. That is 13 June 1900. It is considered by us as the foundation day of Ramakrishna Mission Home of Service. Implementation. I have seen another implementation. This is my experience, personal experience. You know, I served in jails for 20 years. One day, district judge was there of Malda, and I was there. It was 15th August. A young boy who was a pickpocketer, who used to come regularly inside the jail after 3 months. He used to get bail, and then he would go again pickpocket, and then again arrested. After 8 times, he entered in the jail. We established a library. I saw he is reading Swamiji Abhavan, Thoughts of Power, and it changed him totally. He promised on 15th August, about 2000 or 1919, 2004, and he told, I will never come to this jail again. We were going to the Manikchak and Bhutni for relief work. Then the boy ran from a garden and with a book, same book, Swamiji's Abhavan and Sabar Swamiji. He was reading and he is guarding a mango garden and a vegetable garden. At that time he was earning about 10,000 rupees per month. So he implemented Swamiji and he changed himself. This is wanted. You have known about Swamiji, you yourself read Swamiji in our centers, different centers. All of our centers are trying to have study circles, youth cell. Through that, you have come here. So, brothers, you are to implement these in your life. I have seen a rickshaw puller who used to contribute about 20,000 rupees per year, and he used to give study materials to everybody, to about 200 children of his village who could not afford for textbook, for study papers, and now he has become too old to pull rickshaw. Recently I went to Belur and called him. Sapan Babu was shedding tears. I asked, what is the cause of shedding tears? He told, now I cannot pull rickshaw, I cannot save money, I cannot give study materials to the children. He was brought to Gold Park by Sutradhar publication, and on that day he told, I have not seen Sri Ramakrishna or Vivekananda, but no, I see them in the small children of my village. Yes, they are the living gods. Recently, I was talking to the devotees in my visitors' room at Kashipur. A girl of 8 years came to my room. She is studying in English media. I asked, have you seen living gods? Immediately the girl told, in my house I see 6 living gods. Who are they? They are my father, mother, my grandfather, grandmother, and auntie, and myself. This is actually practical Vedanta. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattamasi. Implementing this is a great necessity nowadays, because many years back, when Jugantar was being published, actually a man from Hazaribagh Natural Park, he wrote a letter to the editor. If the animals could read newspaper, this was the title. What would they say? They will say, you are a great liar. You do mischief and take our name, that this person has done like an animal. No, we do not do like this. Human being, it has been told by everybody, lastly Bodhamayananda and other speakers, Sinnantu Vishye, Amritasya Putra. We are the souls of immortality. Amritasya Putra. Swami Vivekananda on 19th September defined human being mathematically. Man is an infinite circle whose circumference is nowhere, but the center is located at one point. That is our heart. From that, we can expand up to infinity. We know about Swamiji. He was in his bedroom. One night, he could not sleep. He was almost crying. And he told Vigyan Maharaj, that in a distant place, people are dying. I feel their worries, their tears. So Swamiji could not sleep that night. They thought Vivekananda had gone mad. No, he was not a mad being. In the morning, news came and it was told that in an island near Fiji, there was earthquake and a dead volcano eruption was there. Thousands of people died at that moment. And Swamiji felt that. We know about another incident at Darjeeling. A Bhutia lady was walking with some load on the back. She fell down. She got injury in the back side. And Swamiji also felt pain on his back. Then the brahmachari or sadhu who was accompanying him asked, "Where is your pain?" He told, "Have you not seen that lady having pain injury in the back? I feel for her." Swamiji told to Hari Maharaj, "I do not know about your religion, means formal religion. I feel for people. My heart has expanded." Swamiji used to say, expansion is life, not horizontal or vertical, but expansion of heart, feeling for others. Let me read out one nice story. This is a fable of the Arab mystic Sadi. A man walking through the forest saw a fox that had lost its legs and wondered how it lived. Then he saw a tiger come in with a game in its mouth. The tiger had its fill and left the rest of the meat for the fox. The next day, God fed the fox by the same tiger. The man began to wonder at God's greatness and said to himself, "I too shall just rest in a corner with full trust in the Lord, and He will provide me with all I need." He did this for many days, but nothing happened. He was almost at death's bed. মৃত্যুর কাছে পৌঁছে গেলেন ভদ্রলোক, না খেয়ে ভাবছেন ভগবান আমাকে খাবার পাঠিয়ে দেবেন, প্রতিবন্ধী শিয়ালটাকে, খোঁড়া শিয়ালটাকে যেমন তিনি পাঠিয়ে দেন বাঘের হাত দিয়ে। তারপরে কি হলো? "Oh, you who are in the path of error," he heard a voice saying, "Oh, who are in the path of error, open your eyes to the truth. Follow the example of the tiger and stop imitating the disabled fox. You are not a fox, disabled fox. You have enough strength, enough power, infinite power, like a tiger, a lion. So follow the tiger, not the fox." Another story, small story is there. On the street, I saw a naked child, hungry and shivering in the cold. I became angry and said to God, "Why do you permit this? Why don't you do something?" For a while, God said nothing. God was silent for some time. The night God replied, "Quite suddenly, I certainly did something. I made you. I have given birth to you." Recently, I was reading a book by Dana Johar. There, she is MSc PhD in physics from MIT. She was asked by her 5-year-old girl one day when she was taking her to the bed, "Mom, why God has given me birth and for what I am surviving? ভগবান আমাকে কেন জন্ম দিয়েছেন, আমাকে বাঁচিয়ে রেখেছেন কেন?" This question was out of syllabus to her. She read MSc in physics, chemistry, math, statistics, etc., science subjects she knew, but on that day she could not answer to the little girl. She told, "Give me 7 days time." During these 7 days, she had extensive study, meditation, and then after 7 days she told, "To make the world better. You are born to make the world better. So you have to develop yourself, your personality." As Swami Vivekananda said, I will conclude. Before that, I tell you another incident. A musician, a player, actually music instrument player, who knew all instruments. At the old age, his children did not learn about playing music instrument. So he was selling, bidding was going on. All the instruments were sold. Then last one was his favorite violin. When the violin was there was bidding for this $1, $2, $3, up to $3 it reached. Then he told, no, I have to do something. He sat with the violin, cleaned it, and then played it. After his play, again bidding started with $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 it reached. Then the man who could not give beyond $3, he asked, what happened? What magic did he do? Then the bidder told, the touch of a master's hand. The touch of a master's hand. We know the touch of Swamiji, how it changed, revolutionized the life of so many persons, freedom fighters, scientists, the politicians, everybody. They were electrified by the message of Swami Vivekananda. So you, the dear youth who have come, you study Vivekananda, try to implement Swamiji as it was requested or said. Some of you will necessarily join our order, then we will be very happy. But if you remain in this world, in this mundane world, don't be like ordinary man. Ranganathananda ji used to say, be enlightened citizens. Enlightened citizens. No, I will not be like other officers. You know, there is a police officer now, he is in the bank, Prasun Bhaumik. He was disciple of Ranganathananda ji. When he got the post of SI, sub-inspector, he went to his guru and told, Maharaj, bless me, touch my head, so that I do not take any extra money, no bribe. Ranganathananda ji blessed him and he followed this. He never took any money when he was sub-inspector. Then he was officer in charge of Birpada. He told directly to the superintendent of police, sir, I do not take money, so I cannot give you any share. The superintendent of police was also very good. He told Prasun, if you take 0, then divide 0 by 2 and give it to me. Half of 0 is 0 only. So Prasun also implemented this, that I am the disciple of Ranganathananda ji. I have taken the name of Sri Ramakrishna. I study Vivekananda. I will be an enlightened citizen. So you have to try. You must try, because you have come to this place. I request you to again come here. Though there will not be youth convention regularly, but you come to Belur Math, you will be electrified again. And you visit our centers, local centers, as you are doing. You study Vivekananda with our monks and senior teachers, then you will definitely enjoy the life. Now you will not tell that happiness is in dream only, and peace is only achievable after death. No, no. In this life, you have to have happiness. For that, Swamiji's motto of Ramakrishna Math, Atmano Mokshartham Jagadhitacha, is to be implemented in your life. With this I conclude, and I pray to the Holy Trio to bless you all, so that you can implement really Swamiji.
We offer our respectful pranams to revered Srimad Swami Divyananda Ji Maharaj for his enlightening speech. Now, it's a time for farewell addresses by selected delegates of this two-day youth convention. First, I call Nisha Bharati from Deoghar Ramakrishna Mission. She will speak in Hindi for 5 minutes.
ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतार रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। मैं निशा भारती, देवसंगा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ प्रोफेशनल स्टडीज एंड एजुकेशनल रिसर्च, देवघर, झारखंड से बीएड प्रथम सेमेस्टर की छात्रा अध्यापिका यहाँ उपस्थित सभी महाराज तथा यूथ डेलीगेट्स को मेरा नमस्कार। मैं अपने आप को सौभाग्यशाली समझती हूँ कि मुझे आज ऐसे प्रकाश पुंज के बारे में कुछ बोलने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ है जिनके बारे में कुछ भी बोलना छोटा मुंह और बड़ी बात होगी। स्वामी जी ऐसे व्यक्तित्व हैं जिससे आज सिर्फ भारत ही नहीं बल्कि दुनिया भर के करोड़ों युवा प्रेरणा लेते हैं। उनके अनमोल विचार तथा कही गई बातें युवाओं में जोश फूंकने का काम करते हैं और यही वजह है कि 12 जनवरी का दिन भारत में राष्ट्रीय युवा दिवस के तौर पर भी मनाया जाता है। स्वामी जी की जब भी बात होती है तो अमेरिका के शिकागो की धर्म संसद में साल 1893 में दिए गए भाषण की चर्चा जरूर होती है। यह वो भाषण है जिसने पूरी दुनिया के सामने भारत को एक मजबूत छवि के साथ पेश किया। स्वामी जी एक ऐसे शख्सियत थे जिन्होंने पश्चिमी देशों के बड़े बड़े विद्वानों के सामने भारत के सांस्कृतिक विरासत की व्याख्या कर भारत को विश्व गुरु के रूप में एक नई पहचान दिलाई। उनका आध्यात्मिक विकास श्री रामकृष्ण जी के सानिध्य में हुआ था। मनुष्य का चरित्र उसके विभिन्न प्रवृत्तियों की समष्टि है। सुख और दुख जो जो मनुष्य की आत्मा से होकर गुजरते हैं वे उन पर अपनी छाप या संस्कार छोड़ जाते हैं। इन्हीं विभिन्न छापों की समष्टि मनुष्य का चरित्र कहलाता है। हम वही हैं जो हमारे चरित्र ने हमें बनाया है, हम वही हैं जो हमारे विचारों ने हमें बनाया है। हमारा प्रत्येक विचार हमारे शरीर पर लोहे के टुकड़े के हथौड़े के हल्के चोट के समान है। प्रत्येक विचार हमारे चित्त पर एक संस्कार छोड़ जाता है। यदि शुभ संस्कारों का प्राबल्य हो तो मनुष्य का चरित्र भी अच्छा होता है और यदि अशुभ संस्कारों का तो बुरा। मन में ऐसे बहुत से संस्कार इकट्ठे होने पर वे आदत या अभ्यास के रूप में परिवर्तित हो जाते हैं। चरित्र तो बस पुनः पुनः अभ्यास की समष्टि मात्र है और इस प्रकार का पुनः पुनः अभ्यास ही मनुष्य के चरित्र का निर्माण करती है। सहायता कहीं बाहर से नहीं आती, वो हमारे अंदर ही है, क्योंकि इच्छा शक्ति सर्वशक्तिमान है। यदि हम परिवर्तित हो तो संसार परिवर्तित होगा, यदि हम निर्मल हो तो संसार निर्मल होगा। लेकिन यहाँ प्रश्न ये उठता है कि मैं दूसरों में दोष क्यों देखूं जब तक कि मैं दोषमय ना हो जाऊं। जब तक मैं दुर्बल ना हो जाऊं तब तक मैं दुखी नहीं हो सकती। यही संसार सुखमय हो जाएगा यदि मैं अपने मन को परिवर्तित कर लूं। यदि यह कमरा अंधकारपूर्ण हो जाए और हम रोने लगे कि हाय बड़ा अंधेरा है, हाय बड़ा अंधेरा है, तो क्या इससे अंधकार दूर हो जाएगा? नहीं ना। दिया माचिस जलाओ तो क्षण भर में ही अंधकार दूर हो जाएगा। ठीक उसी प्रकार ज्ञान की अग्नि प्रज्वलित तो करो, अपने चरित्र का निर्माण करो तथा उसी ज्योतिर्मय उज्जवल प्रकृत शुद्ध स्वरूप को प्रकाशित करो और प्रत्येक आत्मा में उसी ज्योति का उजागर करो। मैं रामकृष्ण मिशन देवघर तथा रामकृष्ण मिशन बेलूर मठ का आभार प्रकट करना चाहती हूँ जिन्होंने मुझे इस यूथ कन्वेंशन में हिस्सा लेने का मौका दिया तथा इतने बड़े मंच पर बोलने का अवसर प्राप्त मिला है। अंत में स्वामी जी के द्वारा कही गई कुछ पंक्तियों के साथ मैं अपने वाणी को विराम देना चाहती हूँ। शक्ति जीवन है, निर्बलता मृत्यु है। विस्तार जीवन है, संकुचन मृत्यु है। प्रेम जीवन है, द्वेष मृत्यु है। धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much. Now I will invite D. Shashank. He is from Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad. He will speak for 5 minutes in English.
Om Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. I offer my Shastang Pranams to Bhagwan Shri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharada and Swami Vivekananda. I offer my humble pranams to all the revered Swamis present here, and I offer my pranams to all the guests and my dear delegates. We are all blessed to be here today and be part of the All India National Youth Convention celebrating the 125th anniversary of Ramakrishna Mission. We are blessed to learn the lessons of our lives in this holy precincts of Belur Math from the most revered monks. I first like to thank our revered Swamis for articulating the most complex subjects of life, the topics, the enriching, the inspiring, the electrifying topics of the convention in a very simple and a beautiful way. The lessons of man making, life building, and character making in a very simple way. On the one hand, they have helped us in understanding the essence of the topics. On the other hand, they have also explained the Swami Vivekananda way and how to put it in our day-to-day life activities. In this Mahayajna of knowledge, we have learned that we should be fearless. We should have faith in ourselves. We should have the sense of sacrifice. We should sacrifice our comfort zones and come out and do selfless service for our nation and for ourselves, to go inward and know oneself. As Swami Atma Shraddhananda ji said, Jaisa Anna Vaisa Man. We got purest food for our minds. We got good food for our physical body as well. Now, it is the time for us to spread this message, to take this message from Belur Math to our homes, to our city, and to our state. As rightly said by Srinivas sir, that inspiring is not the only thing. We should assimilate the ideas and put it into actions. Swamiji said that my faith is in the younger generation, the modern generation. From them will come my workers. They will work out the whole program like lions. So, there is a great responsibility on us today as the ambassadors of Swami Vivekananda. We should spread the message that we have learned in this youth convention, the message of Swami Vivekananda, like the colors of the spectrum of light, to each and every part of our country. And with the quote of Swami Vivekananda, I would like to conclude. Teach yourselves, teach everyone his real nature. Call upon the sleeping soul and see how it awakens. Power will come, glory will come, goodness will come, purity will come, and everything that is excellent will come when the sleeping soul is roused to self-conscious activity. I thank all the revered Maharaj for giving me this opportunity on this auspicious occasion. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Shashank. Now I invite Shampa Modak. She is from Ramakrishna Mission, Jhargram. She will speak in Bengali for 5 minutes.
নমস্কার। প্রথমেই বলি, শ্রী শ্রী ঠাকুর, মা ও স্বামীজির চরণপদ্মে আমার ভুলুণ্ঠিত প্রণাম জানাই এবং এখানে উপস্থিত পরম পূজনীয় মহারাজবৃন্দের চরণে আমার ভক্তিপূর্ণ প্রণাম জানাই এবং বিভিন্ন রাজ্য থেকে আগত সমস্ত প্রতিনিধিকে আমার প্রীতি ও শুভেচ্ছা, অভিনন্দন। আমরা জানি যে আজকের এই 125তম অনুষ্ঠানে এখানে আজকে আমাদের শেষ অনুষ্ঠান, এবং আজকের এই বিদায় অনুষ্ঠানে আমি আপনাদের সামনে এই দুদিনের কিছু অভিজ্ঞতা, যেটুকু আমার মনে হয়েছে সেটুকুই আমি আপনাদের সামনে প্রকাশ করার চেষ্টা করব। আজকের এই দিনটি আমার জীবনে অনেক বড় একটি পাওনা, আর আজকের এই পাওনার সাথে সাথে আমার আরেকটি দিনও ছিল খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ। সেই দিনটি, যেদিন আমাদের ঝাড়গ্রাম রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন থেকে মহারাজ বৃন্দ আমাকে নির্বাচন করেছেন যে বেলুর মঠে আমাদের অনুষ্ঠান আছে এবং আমাকে এই আসার সুযোগ করে দিয়েছেন। তো সেদিনই আমি এই আসতে পারবো এটা শুনে আমার খুব আনন্দ হয়েছে এবং খুবই আপ্লুত ছিলাম যে কিরকম সেখানে আমাকে একবার যেতে হবে। আমারও খুব ইচ্ছে আছে যাবার, অনেকদিন থেকে ইচ্ছে ছিল। তো যাই হোক, ঠাকুর ও স্বামীজির কৃপায় আমি এখানে আসতে পেরেছি, আপনাদের কৃপা লাভ করছি। রামকৃষ্ণ মিশনের এই 125তম অনুষ্ঠানে অংশগ্রহণ করতে পেরে এটা আমার খুবই সৌভাগ্য বলে মনে হচ্ছে, এবং ঠাকুর মা ও স্বামীজির এই স্মৃতি বিজড়িত পবিত্র স্থানে আসা এবং আমাদের পূজনীয় মহারাজদের সান্নিধ্য লাভ করা আমার জীবনের একটি পরম প্রাপ্তি। সারা ভারতবর্ষ থেকে আগত এতজনের সাক্ষাৎ অভিজ্ঞতা সত্যি আমার একটা কল্পনার অতীত ছিল। এত বড় একটি অনুষ্ঠানের অংশীদার হওয়ার সুযোগ পাওয়া এবং পূজনীয় মহারাজদের আশীর্বাদ, ভালোবাসা ইত্যাদি সবকিছুই পেয়েছি আপনাদের জন্য, এই অনুষ্ঠানের জন্য। এটা আমার ক্ষেত্রে সত্যি অনেক বড় প্রাপ্তি। এবং ঠাকুর মা ও স্বামীজির আদর্শকে নিয়ে আমাদের পূজনীয় মহারাজবৃন্দ যেসব মূল্যবান বক্তব্য রেখেছিলেন এবং আমাদেরকে বিভিন্ন উদাহরণ দিয়ে আলোচনার মধ্য দিয়ে আমাদেরকে বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করেছিলেন, তাতে আমরা যেরকম অনুপ্রাণিত হয়েছি এবং আমরা নিজের মধ্যে সেই সাহস, শক্তি, সেসব আমি অন্তত অনুভূত করছি যে সত্যি এখানে এসে আমার মনের অনেক পরিবর্তন ঘটে গেছে। এবং স্বামীজি বারবার বলেছেন না, আত্মবিশ্বাস, আত্মবিশ্বাস, আত্মবিশ্বাস। এই যে আত্মবিশ্বাসের কথা তিনি বলেছেন, কারণ আত্মবিশ্বাস ছাড়া সত্যি কোনো কিছু কাজ সম্ভব নয়। কারণ আমরা নিজের মন থেকে যদি কিছু না করতে চাই, অন্য কেউ আমাদেরকে করিয়ে দিতে পারবেন না, যতক্ষণ না আমরা নিজেরা না চেষ্টা করব। তাই আমাদের জীবনে চলার পথে আমাদের যে কোনো কর্মের ক্ষেত্রে যে প্রেরণা শক্তি লাগে, সেই প্রেরণা শক্তি এবং অন্তর্নিহিত যে শক্তি, তাকে আমাদের জাগিয়ে তুলতে হবে। এবং আমাদের জীবনে চলার পথে যতই সমস্যা আসুক না কেন, সেই সমস্যাগুলিকে নিরূপণ করে তার সমাধানের প্রয়াস করতে হবে এবং সমস্ত নেতিবাচক ভাবনা চিন্তা দূর করে নির্ভীকভাবে আমাদেরকে সামনে এগিয়ে চলতে হবে। এবং এই সাফল্যের জন্য প্রয়োজন আরও একটি জিনিস, সেগুলি হচ্ছে ধৈর্য ও একাগ্রতা। আর সেটি আসবে আমাদের ধ্যানের মাধ্যমে, মনঃসংযোগের মাধ্যমে। এ বিষয়ে মহারাজেরা আমাদেরকে বিভিন্নভাবে উদাহরণ দিয়ে বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করেছিলেন, আমরা সবই শুনেছি। এবং কিভাবে আমরা আমাদের নেতিবাচক চিন্তাভাবনা থেকে ইতিবাচক চিন্তাভাবনার দিকে এগিয়ে যাব, এ বিষয়েও আমাদের বিশদ ব্যাখ্যা করেছেন। এবং এখানে আসার পর আমার আরও এমন কিছু অভিজ্ঞতা হয়েছে। আমি এই রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন এবং এই মঠে বিভিন্ন ধরনের যে কর্ম এবং বিভিন্ন ধরনের যে আপনারা ব্যবস্থা করেছেন, এগুলো দেখে সত্যি আমার খুব ভালো লাগছে। এখান থেকে আমি আমার অনেক শক্তি পাচ্ছি, জীবনে মনে হচ্ছে কিছু যেন করতে পারি, এটাই আমার প্রেরণা থাকবে। এবং এখানে এসে আমি যেটা দেখেছি যে এখানকার এত শান্ত একটা পরিবেশ, যেখানে সত্যি কিছু ভাবা যায়, সত্যিই ভালো কিছু করার মতো এখানে এই পরিবেশ রয়েছে। এবং স্বামীজি, ঠাকুর মা ও আমাদের ভগবানের সান্নিধ্যে আসতে পেরে সত্যি খুব ভাগ্যবান মনে হচ্ছে। এবং এখানে আরেকটা জিনিস দেখেছি যে আমরা যেখানে কিছুজন মানুষের আমরা দায়িত্ব বা যে তাদের যে একটা ভাড়া আমরা নিতে পারি না, কিন্তু এখানে এত এত হাজার হাজার মানুষজন, ভক্তবৃন্দ আসছেন এবং তাদেরকে আপনারা যে সহানুভূতি, যে আন্তরিকতা, যে শ্রদ্ধা দিয়ে আপ্যায়ন করছেন এবং তাদেরকে কাছে টেনে নিচ্ছেন, সত্যি এর জন্য আমি খুব গর্ববোধ করছি। আমি খুব লাকি, খুব খুব লাকি।
এটাই আমার প্রেরণা থাকবে যে এখানে আপনারা যেভাবে আমাদেরকে কাছে টেনে নিচ্ছেন, আমাদেরকে জীবনে এগিয়ে চলার পথে এত কিছু মানে পথ দেখিয়ে দিচ্ছেন, পথপ্রদর্শক হয়েছেন, ভালো গাইডার হয়েছেন, এইভাবে আমিও যেন হতে পারি, এটাই আমার প্রার্থনা থাকবে। এবং এখানে আমরা একটা জিনিস জানি, যে কোনো কাজ করতে গেলে একবারের বেশি দুবার করতে গেলে আমাদের একটা মনের মধ্যে বিরক্ত আসে বা বিভিন্ন ধরনের নেতিবাচক চিন্তা ভাবনা আসে, কিন্তু এখানে যেটা দেখলাম যে সত্যি নিরন্তর ওনারা প্রয়াস চালিয়ে যাচ্ছেন, কিন্তু সেটা ভালোভাবেই শান্ত মাথাতেই কি সুন্দর তারা পরিচালনা করছেন, আমার খুব ভালো লাগছে। এবং আমাদের রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন বেলুড় মঠ যে নিরলসভাবে নিরন্তরভাবে যুব সমাজের উন্নতির জন্য তথা দেশের কল্যাণের জন্য প্রয়াস চালিয়ে যাচ্ছেন, তাতে আমাদের সহযোগিতা প্রয়োজন। তাই আসুন আমরা সবাই মিলে সহযোগিতা করি এবং প্রত্যেকে আমরা জীবনে এখান থেকে এই শিক্ষা নিয়ে যাব যে নিজে কিভাবে ভালো থাকবো এবং অপরকে কিভাবে ভালো রাখবো, এটা আমাদের শিক্ষা হওয়া উচিত। নিজে ভালো থাকার সাথে সাথে অন্যকেও ভালো রাখবো, এটা অবশ্যই আমাদের ভাবতে হবে। এবং এই বিষয়ে কর্মে আমাদের সাফল্যমণ্ডিত হওয়ার ক্ষেত্রে মানে বিভিন্ন কাজের ক্ষেত্রেই আমাদের যে সমস্যা আসে এবং সেই সমস্যাগুলিকে মোকাবিলা করার যে উপায় আমরা যেমন শিখলাম, সেভাবে আমাদের ভাই বোনেদেরও শেখানোর চেষ্টা করব। এবং আজকের এই অনুষ্ঠানে সাফল্যমণ্ডিত করতে চলুন আমরা সকলে নির্ভীকভাবে এগিয়ে যাই। আর একটি শেষ কথা আমি বলেই শেষ করব যে জীবনে আমরা নাম, যশ, টাকা পয়সা, ধন সম্পদ কতটা অর্জন করতে পারলাম, এটা আমাদের লক্ষ্য হওয়া উচিত নয়। স্বামীজির লক্ষ্যই আমাদের প্রত্যেকের মধ্যে এই লক্ষ্যটি হওয়া উচিত। এবং তিনি সারা জীবন ধরে আমাদের দেশের মানুষের জন্য এত চিন্তা করেছেন, এত ত্যাগ স্বীকার করেছেন, তো আমরা স্বামীজির কথা কি ভাবতে পারি না? স্বামীজির স্বপ্নকে কি বাস্তবে রূপ দিতে পারবো না? আমরা একবার যদি ঠান্ডা মাথায় নিজেই নিজেকে প্রশ্ন করি, যে আমাদের ভেতরের চেতনা শক্তি নিজেই উত্তর দেবে যে আমাদের কি করা উচিত। তাই আমাদের জীবনে যতই ঝড়ঝঞ্ঝা আসুক, যতই কর্তব্য দায়িত্ব থাকুক না কেন, স্বামীজির স্বপ্নকে আমাদের গুরুত্ব দেওয়াটা দরকার। এবং আমরা সকলে মিলে তাই প্রার্থনা করে বলি যে সর্বে সন্তু নিরাময়া, সর্বে ভবন্তু সুখিনা। সবার মঙ্গল কামনা করেই ঠাকুরমা স্বামীজির প্রণাম জানিয়ে আমার মিশনের মহারানিয়ে আমি বললাম ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you, Shampa, for your beautiful speech. May I now request Revered Srimad Swami Balabhadranandaji Maharaj, Assistant General Secretary, Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, to deliver his speech. His topic is Ideas We May Carry With. Revered Srimad Swami Balabhadranandaji.
My pranams to Thakur Ma Swamiji and Most Revered President Maharaj Ji. My pranams to Revered Dibbananda Ji Maharaj, General Secretary Maharaj, and other senior monks present in the audience. To my namaskars to other monks and brahmacharis, speakers, guests, and last but not the least, my heartfelt best wishes to our young friends, with my sincere prayers to the Holy Trio for their all-round development and well-being. We have so far listened to not less than 20 speeches. And you have been, my young friends, you have been all through an excellent audience, attentive, receptive, and sometimes clapping also to them, indicating that some of their words appeal to you very specially. Now, certain ideas which have been already told here, I like to reiterate. It is permitted by our holy scriptures that when something is difficult or holy or important, you can repeat it. Repetition is good. So I'll repeat it and I'll try to add a few of my own words in a simple manner. It has been repeatedly told that we have a better identity within ourselves, and the speakers have indicated that higher identity or better identity within us by various words or expressions like divinity, potential divinity, self with capital Self, which is the substratum of all selves, myself, yourselves, itself, I self, himself. Those selves are with small self, but it is self with capital Self, then soul, and as God also, which we understand comparatively easily. All are true. The speakers here, at least the speakers have used these words, these expressions in the senses that the speakers have used these words here are the same. Swamiji's words is, Swamiji's expression, we are all potentially divine. Potentially divine, but not expressly divine. Even a dog is potentially divine dog. So many birds, so many times we have been born and died as potentially divine human beings. So this way our lives, so many lives have gone useless. So the main thing that has been discussed here, and that Swamiji has never been tired of to draw our attention to, is that how we can bring out from our within that potential divinity to a manifested divinity. Swami Bhuteshananda used to say in a very humorous manner that nobody bless a cow saying this, that be a cow. But when a man is born, we generally, well-wishers generally, bless him, be a man. That means a cow with his cow birth, its life is fulfilled. The purpose of his cow birth is fulfilled. But in case of man, it is not so. His human birth, human life is not fulfilled by his human birth alone. For that, diverse kinds of education is necessary. So, my potential divinity, I will have to bring out to the fore. And Swamiji says that you yourself have to do it. Swamiji says, you have to grow from inside out. None can teach you. None can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your soul. And for doing this, I have to take help of both my internal world as well as external world. This also we have discussed earlier. Internally, what I have to do? Meditation is the main tool, most effective tool that I'll try to do, that we will try to do. You have been taught how to meditate, so that you can do, that you will surely do. Then japa or repetition of holy names, that is also very effective to bring out our potential divinity, the God within us. Then prayer is also very effective. One of our speakers mentioned it. Prayer is also very effective. So we'll do all the three, and whatever others are there, like pilgrimage, like bhajan, all these things we'll do to bring out our inherent divinity, our sleeping divinity, dormant divinity to the fore. Then we have to handle with the external world also in a manner so that our inherent divinity is awakened by that also. How to do that? I will love all as God. I'll look upon this world as God. It has been discussed here that and tag and renunciation and service. That is the national ideal of India. Swamiji has given a new definition of renunciation. In a speech which he delivered in London, God in Every Being, there he says, quoting a Upanishad say that Tagena eka amritattva manashu. Without renunciation, you can attain immortality. Immortality means ultimate goal, to know myself as the self, so that uh, death does not mean anything to me. My birth and death, my life flows over me, I remain through my birth and death. That is immortality. Nobody is immortal. Even Sri Ramakrishna has died, everybody has died, but immortality means this, the death means, I understand, that death means death of my body only, but I remain. I existed before my birth, I will exist after my death also. So without renunciation, immortality is not possible. Then Swamiji says it is true, it must be true because rishis have said this. But then what do you mean by renunciation or tag? Will you then drive out your near and dear ones from your home, or you yourself will leave them and go to forest or cave? That only human brutes can do. That is not renunciation. Then what is renunciation? This is a new definition of renunciation. All through in your life you have not seen anything other than God. Only God you have taken for so long as human beings, as animals, as this table. From today onward, you changed your outlook, change your view of this world, change your vision. Today onward, you will see this desk first, you will see God first, then you will see this desk, Swamiji says. So defy this world, discard this world as world and take it back as God again. So this is renunciation, this we do, everything is not, every being is not. This is real renunciation. And another renunciation, Swamiji has repeatedly used this word unselfishness as the real renunciation. Unselfishness is the real renunciation. Everybody, we have left this world and wearing this ochre robe. But if I am selfish, I have not that unselfishness, then my renunciation has not begun, I can say. So unselfishness, that can be there. So if I can see God in this world, if I look upon every man and women, every being as God, then that becomes renunciation. And if I am unselfish, that also become renunciation. So we have to be both. We'll have a deified outlook on this world, as well as we'll have to be unselfish also. Sister Nivedita, who is perhaps the greatest interpreter of Swami Vivekananda's ideas, says that everything is now sacred. The way Swami Vivekananda interpreted religion or Hinduism, now everything has become sacred. There is no distinction between sacred and secular. Whatever work I do, whatever work we do is worship. That is the way Ramakrishna Mission sadhus, monks, they lead their life. Nivedita says that if somebody, in the coming ages, coming years, so far we have come across monks in the monasteries only, but a time will come when we'll find monks in the laboratory also, in a factory also. If anyone is pure and unselfish and helping, then he is to be regarded as a monk. Anybody can be this monk, this type of monks. So you have come here on your own, loving Swamiji. So I think your options have been very limited. You have to be a monk either in this conventional kind of monk, wearing ochre robes, or nuns wearing ochre robes, or you have to be monks and nuns in the sense Sister Nivedita defined it. Then in Ramakrishna Vivekananda ideals, very much stress is given on service and heart. Swami Vivekananda used to say, love is Vedanta. Never has been said like this. No Vedantist have ever said that love is Vedanta. Swamiji says love is Vedanta. Why? Vedanta speaks of oneness. Love unifies. Really love unifies. If I love you, I feel your sorrow as my own sorrow. So I am unified at heart with you because I love you. So Swamiji says that love is Vedanta because love unifies. Intellect is only a sweeper. Swamiji is not, belittling intellect, but his explanation is this. Intellect is required to remove superstition only. So intellect is sweeper. It sweeps clean the path that I will traverse. And with the help of heart, with the help of love only, I can follow. I go forward. I can elevate myself spiritually by by using my life in the service of others. Love is Vedanta. 3H we have heard: head, hand and heart. If these three qualities are there, then we can only consider a man as an ideal man. But if you have to take any one of them, Swamiji laid most stress on heart. Swamiji, in one place, Swamiji said this, that if there is a conflict between heart and head, I will ask you to follow the dictate of heart. Swamiji says, suppose two persons are there before me. One has only heart and no intellect, and another one has no heart but only intellect. If you ask me to choose one from them, I'll choose the one who has heart only. Then Swamiji explains. Whatever Swamiji says, behind that his argument is there. Because the person with intellect only may do good to others, may not also do good to others. But the person with heart only, he cannot but do good to others. Maybe his mode of helping others may be a little wrong, but with a little, his intention will never be wrong. So with a little guidance, his way of helping others can be made perfect. So heart, very much, most stress on heart. Swamiji writes, be a heart-whole man, repeatedly. Then Baburam Maharajji, Swami Premanandaji, he was also a monastic disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, a little older than Swamiji. So he was manager of Belur Math, and he will help. He will help the brahmacharis. He will always guide the brahmacharis. He will be always along with them. He will help them. He will ask them to cut grass, cut vegetables, and he also will do like that. And he will teach them meditation also. So one day, one brahmachari is getting ready to meditate. Why are you clapping? I have not even said why I am in mind to say. Okay, good. Do you want me to stop? No. Okay. Anyway, let me see. This is a very nice, what Baburam Maharaj said. So one day one brahmachari is about to sit for meditation. He said, oh, you are going to meditate? Do meditate. But along with that, you are going to meditate on Thakur, maybe, or God, but along with that, you meditate on Swamiji's heart also. Says that large heart. Meditation means on whom or which I meditate, that qualities, his or her, that qualities, good qualities, I come in me. So meditate on the heart of Swamiji, he says. Another incident, that is also Baburam wrote to a brahmachari. He has been sent to a district in southern Bengal which was hit by flood, and he is engaged there in relief. Team is there, but he is the only sadhu there. He is engaged there in relief maybe for several months. The Baburam Maharaj once went there, came back, and they are in touch with letters, and they exchange information. So that brahmachari has written to Baburam Maharaj, yes, relief work is going on very nicely, as you wished, that way it is going on. But I am not happy because I miss the holy ambience of Belur Math as well as your holy company. In reply, Baburam Maharaj wrote, in Bengali he wrote, I have translated into English, by the good fortune of many a birth, ye have found refuge in this holy Sangha named after Sri Ramakrishna. If you still find difference between the worship of God and service of man, then I'll say you are yet standing far away from all the great souls, from Buddha to Vivekananda. বহু জন্মের ভাগ্য বলে তুমি শ্রীরামকৃষ্ণ নামাঙ্কিত এই সংঘে আশ্রয় লাভ করেছ। এখনো যদি তোমার মনে ভগবানের পূজা এবং মানুষের সেবার মধ্যে পার্থক্য বোধ থেকে থাকে, তবে আমি বলবো যে বুদ্ধ থেকে বিবেকানন্দ পর্যন্ত সমস্ত মহাপুরুষদের থেকে তুমি এখনো অনেক দূরে অবস্থান করছো। স্বামী বিবেকানন্দ said that an ounce of practice is much more effective than tons of talks. So you'll have to start an ounce of practice. You have to start your practice. You have started here. As we'll go back, you will continue, surely you will continue your practice. Practice you'll do meditation regularly. More than that, I think, you'll have to expand your heart. And heart, that you are expanding your heart, that you are paying importance to the working of your hearts, that will be expressed in your attitude, what you do to help others. So this helping attitude should be there. Swamiji from the West is writing to a disciple, householder disciple. He is writing this, Paropokari hao baba, paropokari hao. Repeatedly, he said, be helping to others, be helping to others, serve others. So this is the thing. So we should have love as well as strength within us. Miss MacLeod and Sister Christine, they too, both of them were Swamiji's disciples. I like to place before another incident. All work, all service is puja from Swamiji's. Swamiji was in the West then, he was in Camp Parsi there. So Camp Parsi means some 10 or 12 disciples, some are male disciples, some are women disciples. Swamiji is staying with them. 3 tents are there. In one tent Swamiji is there, in another tent the women devotees are there, and another tent male devotees are there. And there are a fixed hour for meditation. They will do cooking, etc., cleaning utensils all themselves. So one day during the scheduled hour of meditation, Swamiji finds that one lady disciple, female disciple, is absent. So others have already gathered and they have started meditating. So Swamiji himself went to look for him, for her. Then Swamiji saw that she is engrossed in cooking for them. Then Swamiji said, okay, you do what you are doing. My master, that means Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna used to say that you can sacrifice meditation for service. This we should always remember. We do that. Our meditation is meditation, and our work is also meditation. Both, so there should be no division between that. By that only our sadhus become realized. You won't find, if you go visit our mosques or mission centers, you will not find our sadhus very often engaged in meditation, but you will find them throughout the whole day perhaps engaged in work. But that work is not work. That work is to them meditation. That work is to them worship. Our worship is worship. Our work is also worship. That is why we spiritually progress. Devotees also spiritually. The same way of life. There is no Atmano Mokshartham Jagaditayo. This scheme of spiritual life is not only meant for Ramakrishna Mission monks, but any devotee, any follower of the ideals of Ramakrishna Vivekananda, this scheme is effective. So this you must remember. So Miss MacLeod and Miss Sister Christine, both were Swamiji's disciples. So Miss MacLeod was asked to say about Swamiji in one word. Miss MacLeod said, he was all strength, he was all power. And Sister Christine said, he was all love. So both are true. Swamiji has both. He has strength and love combined. He has incarnation. He has strength incarnate as well as love incarnate. The two pictures are there, photos. This is strength, expression of strength in this photo. And in that photo, expression of love. As if you can go near him, he is your friend. There is some small booklet, friend of all, Swami Vivekananda, friend of all. So their love is expressed. Here, strength is expressed. Our life also should be like that. If we have to be true follower of Swamiji, strength and life, love, both should be combined in our personality. Thank you.
We offer our respectful pranam to Swami Balabhadrananji Maharaj. Now, I request revered Srimad Swami Tattvavedanandaji, Assistant General Secretary, Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, for the vote of thanks.
ओम विवेकानंद सहिताय सशक्तिकाय श्री रामकृष्णाय नमः. Revered Srimad Swami Divyanandaji Maharaj, Revered General Secretary Maharaj, Revered Balabhadranandaji Maharaj, respected monks and brahmacharis, devotees, invitees, speakers, and most importantly, the delegates of this youth convention. It's an honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks, and it's a solemn duty as well. Kalidasa, the renowned poet and playwright of Sanskrit, who is considered the Shakespeare of India, warns us that all the energetic efforts may come to a naught if we fail to appreciate the loving services, sincere services that we have received from others. In the Raghuvansham, the magnum opus, Kalidasa declares, Pratibadhnati Shreyaha Pujya Puja Vyatikrama. Any omission of puja, be it in the form of a ritual, honor, or compliments, inhibits the rise of desired results. We have warm and deep appreciation for the kindness received from the very revered Vice President Maharajis, revered Vimalatmanandaji, revered Divyanandaji, revered General Secretary Maharaj, revered Assistant Secretary Maharajis, and other distinguished and venerable monks. Listening to the enlightening talks of revered Maharajis was a delightful and ennobling experience. We invited a good number of eminent speakers from different parts of our country. It's really gratifying that the learned speakers have come over here, overcoming all odds in compliance with our request. Their excellent presentations were comforting, mesmerizing, and uplifting. We owe them a deep sense of gratitude. Words fail to express our endless gratitude to our young sisters and brothers, the delegates, who, according to the most esteemed rishis of the Upanishads, are Ashishta, Dradhishtha, and Balishtha, full of aspirations, resoluteness, and strength. We have points to believe that the 2-day-long deliberations which were exclusively meant for them, will inspire them more and more to shape their lives according to the twin ideals of spiritual self-liberation and welfare of the world. We express our sincere gratitude to many other invitees, guests, and devotees from India, London, and our neighboring country, Bangladesh, who have kindly assembled here to directly witness the convention proceedings. Our sincere thanks are also due to the endless number of devotees and well-wishers who have been watching the proceedings online. We take this opportunity to express our thanks to monks anchoring the proceedings in different sessions, all vocal and instrumental musicians, Swami Vedapurushananda, who conducted the guided meditation, the persons looking after sound system and light arrangements, decorators, artists, and painters, the electronic and print media, the police, the local and district administration, various groups of voluntary organizations, different units of Belur Mott, including the Manager Maharaj Central Mott, different departments of headquarters office like education cell, website, general office, accounts, law and estate, vehicles, etc. Their tireless services over a long period of time have made the convention successful. Others who are directly or indirectly associated with this great celebration to make it successful also deserve our gratitude and appreciation. Thank you all. Victory to Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sarada Devi, and Swamiji Maharaj.
This valedictory session will conclude. We conclude the session with closing song by Swami Swamapriyananda, Brahmachari Nagesha Chaitanya, and Brahmachari Dwarakesha Chaitanya. Swami Arkeshananda will accompany in Pakhwaj, and Brahmachari Aditya will accompany in Manjira. With this closing song, valedictory session will end. After this closing song, there will be a short cultural program performed by Ramakrishna Mission Ashrama, Narottam Nagar, by the students of Ramakrishna Mission Ashrama, Narottam Nagar. We request all the delegates to be in this auditorium. After the cultural program, the dinner will be served. So we request all the delegates to be in this auditorium.
জয় বিবেকানন্দ জয় বিবেকানন্দ সন্ন্যাসীবীর চির ধারী। জয় বিবেকানন্দ সন্ন্যাসীবীর চির ধারী। জয় তরুণ যোগী শ্রীরাম কৃষ্ণ, তরুণ যোগী শ্রীরাম কৃষ্ণ ব্রত সহায় কারে। বিবেকানন্দ জয় বিবেকানন্দ সন্ন্যাসীবীর চির ধারী। জয় বিবেকানন্দ। যোগাহুতির হোম শিখা সম, তুমি তেজস্বী তাপস পরম। যোগাহুতির হোম শিখা সম, তুমি তেজস্বী তাপস পরম। যোগাহুতির হোম শিখা সম, তুমি তেজস্বী তাপস পরম। ভারতরিন্দম নমো নমো, ভারতরিন্দম নমো নমো। বিশ্বমঠ বিহারী ভারতরিন্দম নমো নমো। বিশ্বমঠ বিহারী জয় বিবেকানন্দ সন্ন্যাসীবীর চির ধারী। জয় বিবেকানন্দ। মদগর্বিত বলদর্পীর দেশে মহাভারতের বাণী। শোনায় বিজয়ী ঘোচাইলে স্বদেশের অপযশ গ্লানি। মদগর্বিত বলদর্পীর দেশে মহাভারতের বাণী। শোনায় বিজয়ী ঘুচাইলে স্বদেশের অপযশ গ্লানি। নব ভারতে আনিলে তুমি নববেদ, মুছে দিলে জাতি ধর্মের ভেদ। ভারতে আনিলে তুমি নববেদ, মুছে দিলে জাতি ধর্মের ভেদ। জীবে ঈশ্বরে অভেদ আত্মা, জীবে ঈশ্বরে অভেদ আত্মা। জানাইলে উচ্চারি, জীবে ঈশ্বরে অভেদ আত্মা। জানাইলে উচ্চারি। জয় বিবেকানন্দ, জয় বিবেকানন্দ সন্ন্যাসীবীর চিরকৈরিক ধারী জয় তরুণ যোগী শ্রীরাম কৃষ্ণ তরুণ যোগী শ্রীরাম কৃষ্ণ ব্রত সহায় কারী বিবেকানন্দ জয় বিবেকানন্দ জয় বিবেকানন্দ 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 ওম শান্তি 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 हरे ओम तत्सत श्री राम कृष्णार्पणमस्तु जय श्री गुरु महाराज जी की जय जय महामाई की जय जय स्वामी जी महाराज जी की जय जय गंगा माई की जय.
In short, the cultural program will be performed by